Welcome, beautiful soul. Settle into this space with me. Take a deep, intentional breath. Pull the air all the way down into your belly. Hold it for just a moment, and as you release it, let go of the invisible burdens you carried through the door today. If you feel this message resonates with your spirit, subscribe and leave a comment below. It helps me deliver these divine messages to more souls like you, those who are ready for awakening. Listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to tell you is not a coincidence. You did not stumble upon this transmission by chance. You were guided here by the quiet, persistent whisper of your own higher self, vibrating through the cosmic web, seeking the exact frequency of confirmation you are about to receive. March 20th, the vernal equinox, the great cosmic balancing point where the light finally overtakes the darkness. You have been feeling the atmospheric pressure building in your life for months, perhaps even years. You have been walking through a spiritual desert, parched, exhausted, wondering if the oasis was just a mirage. You have fought battles in the spiritual realms while the world around you slept, carrying a heavy mantle of generational trauma, karmic loops, and unspoken grief. You have been the cycle breaker, and let me tell you, breaking cycles is a violent, exhausting labor of love. It tears at the very fabric of who you thought you were. But I am here to look you in the eyes, soul to soul, and deliver the message you have been desperate to hear. Congratulations, it is over. The long, grueling night of the soul that has tested your sanity, your faith, and your physical endurance has finally reached its conclusion. You have paid your dues to the universe. You have endured the fire of purification, and you are not the same person who entered those flames. The heavy, suffocating timeline of struggle, of always fighting to survive, of always being misunderstood and isolated, that timeline is collapsing right now, crumbling into cosmic dust. You will never have to go through that again. The spiritual contracts of suffering have been marked paid in full by the universe. As the calendar strikes March 20th, a massive, unyielding portal of divine energy is tearing open the sky of your reality. It is a hard border between your past and your future. The old you is stepping off the stage, and the chosen one, the fully activated sovereign being of light, is stepping into the center of the cosmic amphitheater. You have been called. You have answered the call through your tears and your endurance. Now we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
You have not been imagining it. Let me say that again, soul to soul, directly into the spaces of your heart that still harbor doubt. You have not been making this up. The universe has been speaking to you in a language older than words, a language of pure resonance, synchronicity, and divine orchestration. For a long time, the rational world told you that you were just seeing patterns where none existed. They called it coincidence. But you and I both know the truth. Look back over these past few weeks and really examine the tapestry of your days. Think about the signs that have been deliberately, carefully placed in your path, like glowing breadcrumbs dropped by your angelic guides to keep you moving forward precisely when your physical legs wanted to collapse. Think about the repeating numbers flashing on the clock, the 1111s, the 333s, the 444s, appearing in your darkest moments like a cosmic rescue beacon, whispering, "We are here, we see you, keep going." Think about the specific animals crossing your path, arriving as ancient totems to deliver exact messages about your courage, your timing, or your need to retreat. Remember the profound, vivid, cinematic dreams that felt infinitely more real than your waking life, where you were attending schools of light, fighting battles, or receiving counsel from guides whose faces you couldn't quite remember upon waking, but whose love lingered in your chest all day. Recall the sudden technological glitches when your energy peaked, phones freezing, lights flickering, batteries draining, because your electromagnetic field was vibrating at a frequency too intense for the third-dimensional machinery around you to process. None of this was random. These were the undeniable symptoms of a massive timeline shift occurring beneath the surface of your reality. As a chosen one, your energy field is deeply, intricately entwined with the electromagnetic grid of the Earth and the shifting constellations above. You are a living antenna. When the cosmos moves, you feel it in your bones. You have been experiencing the phantom pains of old timelines physically detaching from your auric field. The sudden bouts of extreme, unexplainable fatigue where your body feels like it is made of lead. This is not mere tiredness. You are plugging a 10,000-volt cosmic current into a physical nervous system that was historically conditioned to handle only a fraction of that power. You are literally downloading light codes while you sleep. In fact, many of you are waking up more exhausted than when your head hit the pillow because your soul has been working the night shift in the astral planes, fighting generational battles and clearing karmic debris for your entire bloodline. And that high-pitched ringing in your ears, that sound that mimics a dial-up modem trying to connect to the stars, that is the sound of your DNA being recalibrated. It is a biological upgrade occurring in real time. The universe has been rewiring your nervous system to hold a higher, purer voltage of light. The March 20th gateway is the crescendo of this magnificent orchestration. It is the moment the old cosmic software is finally permanently uninstalled from your consciousness. The divine realm has been working overtime behind the heavy veil of illusion, aligning encounters, clearing obstacles, and setting the stage for your arrival. This brings us to the most painful revelations, the rejections. Every closed door you cried over, every relationship that inexplicably fell apart, every opportunity that slipped through your fingers at the last second, these were not punishments. They were profound, aggressive acts of divine protection. The universe had to break your heart to save your soul. It was aggressively protecting you from rooms you were not meant to enter, from contracts that would have drained your life force, and from people who were committed to misunderstanding you. Every rejection was a profound redirection towards your ultimate destiny. You are now standing on the precipice of true revelation, where the blinders are being completely and utterly removed. You will begin to see the hidden architecture of your life. You will look back at the jagged, broken pieces of your past and realize they were actually mosaic tiles, perfectly laid to create the masterpiece of your present strength. You will realize that the agonizing delays were not denials, but necessary incubation periods, just as a star must endure immense pressure and collapse before it can birth a new solar system. The profound isolation you experienced was not a curse of loneliness, but a sacred quarantine. You had to be pulled away from the noise of the sleeping masses, placed in a cocoon of solitude, designed to keep your vibration pure while you underwent this miraculous metamorphosis. You are no longer the caterpillar. You are feeling the wings pressing against your back. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
Let us speak the truth about what it actually takes to become the chosen one. It is not all love, light, and beautiful affirmations. It is an excruciating process of ego death. You have had to look deeply into the mirror and face the shadows, the conditioning, and the false masks you wore just to survive in a lower vibrational world. The pain you have endured over these last few years was the pain of a spiritual shedding. Like a serpent outgrowing its skin, the old version of you had to die so the true essence could breathe. This is why it had to hurt so much. The universe had to dismantle everything that was not built on a foundation of absolute truth. Friendships dissolved, relationships shattered, career paths dead-ended, and your very identity was stripped down to the studs. You felt entirely alone, abandoned on a rocky shore, while the rest of the world seemed to sail by effortlessly. But you were not abandoned. You were being forged. A sword is not made strong by resting on a silk pillow. It is made strong by the hammer, the anvil, and the intense heat of the forge. The inner conflict you battled, the imposter syndrome, the crushing doubt, the whispering demons that told you you were crazy, that you were making it all up, that you were destined to fail, that was the final desperate thrashing of your false self trying to maintain control. The matrix programming deeply embedded in your subconscious was fighting for its life as your soul's authentic light began to burn it away. The isolation was necessary because you needed to stop hearing the opinions of a sleeping world in order to hear the voice of your own divine intuition. You had to learn that your validation does not come from external applause, but from the quiet, unwavering knowing within your own chest. The chosen one must be willing to stand alone in the truth, even if the entire world is screaming a lie. You have survived the darkest corridors of your own mind. You have faced the spiritual void and refused to surrender your light. You have mourned the person you thought you were supposed to be, making sacred space for the magnificent, powerful being you actually are. The conflict is subsiding. The battle for your mind has been won. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
Many of you are watching right now feeling something shift inside, but you haven't subscribed yet. If you're still here in this moment, it's because this message was meant for you. Hit that subscribe button, not just for numbers, but so these divine transmissions can find you every single day without interruption. You are crossing the threshold right now. This is the breakthrough. The fog is lifting, and the brilliant, blinding light of your own soul is pouring into your conscious awareness. For so long, you identified with the trauma. You thought you were the wounds you carried. You thought you were the heavy stories of the past. But suddenly, in the quiet spaces of this monumental cosmic shift, the ultimate realization strikes you. You are not the victim of your story. You are the architect of your destiny. You are a fractal of the divine, a spark of the infinite creator, encased in human form, sent here at this exact moment in planetary history to anchor a new frequency. You are remembering your cosmic inheritance. The amnesia is wearing off. You can feel the ancient wisdom rising from the marrow of your bones, whispering truths that you never learned in a textbook, but know to be absolute reality. The heavy gravitational pull of the 3D world, the fear, the scarcity, the competition, the endless striving is losing its grip on your spirit. You are ascending into a higher dimensional bandwidth where creation happens through alignment, not struggle. This is the moment you reclaim your power from every person, every situation, and every timeline that ever made you feel small. Imagine reaching your hands across time and space, pulling back every fragmented piece of your soul that was lost to heartbreak, betrayal, and fear. You are calling your power back to the present moment. You are integrating. The universe is responding to this internal breakthrough with an immediate external reflection. The timeline shift occurring around March 20th is the universe matching your new internal frequency. Because you have broken through the ceiling of your own limitations, the reality around you must radically alter to match your newly expanded state. The heavy doors that were locked tight are suddenly unlatching. The opportunities that seemed impossible are now aligning with effortless grace. You have realized that you are the portal. You are the sacred ground. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
As you stand in this newly reclaimed energy, you will begin to witness the breathtaking beauty of divine alignment. The universe is a master puzzle maker, and for years you have been holding a handful of seemingly disconnected pieces, frustrated because you could not see the picture on the box. But now, as the March 20th energies cascade over the planet, the pieces are snapping into place with a resounding, satisfying click. You are about to see how the heartache of your past was perfectly engineered to position you for the glory of your future. Every tear watered the seeds of your upcoming harvest. You are moving out of the phase of pushing and forcing and entering the sacred rhythm of allowing and receiving. This is the true hallmark of the awakened chosen one. You understand that you do not need to manipulate reality to get what you want. You simply need to align your vibration with the reality where your desires already exist. The astrological configurations above, the planetary dances, the solar flares, the lunar cycles are all conspiring in your favor. They are acting as a massive cosmic wind at your back, pushing you toward your highest timeline. The synchronicities will become so profound and so frequent that you will no longer be able to deny the existence of a higher intelligence guiding your every step. People will walk into your life who match your new frequency perfectly. Soul family, divine counterparts, mentors, and collaborators who recognize your light because they carry the same fire. The environments that used to drain your energy will naturally fall away, replaced by spaces that nourish and expand your spirit. The universe is laying out a red carpet of divine alignment, and all you have to do is trust the path and take the next inspired step. Your intuition is your inner compass, calibrated to true north, and it will never lead you astray. When you feel a full body yes, you move. When you feel a contraction, you pause. It is that simple. The complexity of the old paradigm is dissolving into the crystal clear simplicity of divine flow. You are harmonizing with the heartbeat of creation. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
With divine alignment comes the ultimate activation of your inner strength. This is not the brittle, defensive strength of the ego, which constantly feels the need to prove itself and dominate others. This is the profound, immovable, quiet power of the soul. It is the strength of a mountain that does not need to boast of its height, yet commands absolute awe. The chosen one does not seek power over others. The chosen one seeks ultimate mastery over themselves. As you integrate these powerful March 20th frequencies, you will feel a fire igniting in your solar plexus, the center of your personal power and willpower. The days of people-pleasing, of shrinking to make others comfortable, of silencing your truth to avoid conflict, those days are entirely over. You are stepping into a profound state of unapologetic authenticity. You will begin to speak your truth with a voice that resonates with the clarity of a crystal bowl, a frequency that shatters illusions and commands respect. You will set boundaries not out of anger, but out of a deep, radical love for your own energy. You will realize that your energy is your most valuable currency, and you will become fiercely protective of where you invest it. This new level of empowerment will radiate from your aura. People will feel your presence before you even speak. You will walk into a room and the atmospheric pressure will change. The shadows in others will be naturally brought to the surface by your light, not because you are attacking them, but simply because you are shining so brightly. You will no longer fear the judgment of the world, because you know that their judgment is merely a reflection of their own unhealed wounds. You are anchored in the deep knowing of who you are and why you are here. You are a sovereign being, a divine creator, and you hold the pen that writes the rest of your story. The universe has handed you the keys to the kingdom, and you are finally ready to unlock the gates and claim what is rightfully yours. The fire of the Spirit burns within you, unquenchable and magnificent. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
We have arrived at the precipice, my friend. March 20th is not just a date on the calendar, it is a cosmic point of no return. It is the boundary line between the rehearsal and the actual performance. You have spent lifetimes preparing for this specific incarnation, gathering the wisdom, the strength, and the spiritual tools necessary to fulfill your mission. The training wheels are coming off. The universe is officially activating your destiny. As a chosen one, your destiny is not just about personal success, accumulating wealth, or living a comfortable life. Your destiny is inextricably linked to the ascension of the planet itself. You are a lightworker, a grid keeper, a way-shower. Your very presence on this earth helps to stabilize the shifting frequencies and anchor the new earth paradigm. By healing your own trauma, you have literally healed the ancestral lines that stretch back for centuries. By breaking the karmic loops in your own life, you have sent a shock wave of liberation out into the collective consciousness. You are stepping on to the highest possible timeline available to you. On this timeline, your purpose and your passion are perfectly united. The universe will begin to utilize you as a direct conduit for divine grace. You will be called to step up, to lead, to teach, to heal, to create, and to inspire. Do not shrink back from the magnitude of this calling. Do not let the remnants of the old fear tell you that you are not ready. You were born ready. The stars themselves coded this destiny into your DNA before you took your first breath. When you fully commit to this path, the universe will back you with infinite resources. The right doors will fly open, the right funding will appear, the right platforms will present themselves. You are stepping into a timeline of absolute miracles, where the supernatural becomes your natural, everyday reality. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, bringing the divine vision down into physical manifestation. Claim your role. Wear the crown of your sovereignty. The world is desperately waiting for the medicine only you carry. Now, we will dive deeper into the next aspect of your awakening.
As we bring this transmission to a close, I want you to place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady rhythm of your own life force. That heartbeat is the drumbeat of a warrior who has survived the darkest nights and emerged victorious into the dawn. Take a moment to cultivate profound, overwhelming gratitude for your own resilience. Thank yourself for never giving up, even when the nights seemed endless. You are a living miracle, a testament to the indestructible nature of the human spirit when it is fueled by divine purpose. The energetic portal of March 20th has sealed the door behind you. The old timeline is gone. The suffering is over. The heavy karma has been transmuted into pure golden light. As you move forward from this day, walk with the gentle confidence of someone who knows they are completely supported by the universe. When challenges arise, because the earthly plane will always have its ebbs and flows, you will no longer meet them with the panic of a victim, but with the wisdom of a master. You will observe, you will realign, and you will continue to rise. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the unseen hands that are holding you. Remember to rest, to play, to breathe in the beauty of nature, and to nourish your physical vessel as it adjusts to these massive energetic upgrades. You are a beacon of hope in a world that is waking up. Keep your heart open, keep your vibration high, and never apologize for the brilliance of your light. You have crossed the threshold, and your new life of abundance, peace, and divine purpose is waiting for you with open arms. This is your moment, your timeline, your divine calling. If this message spoke to your heart, subscribe, comment, and share this light with others on their path. Together, we rise.